I just really don't see any other scenario than this technology taking over by the year like 2035. Let me show you a little demonstration and then I'll tell you more about this super cool technology. All right, I'm gonna kind of walk you through it. So the sprinkler comes from over there. It goes out and meets up with the other sprinklers in the yard at a point that's in between all of the sprinklers. And then from here, we're missing the trunk of the tree. We're just coming short right in here. And then after we get past the tree, we're gonna blast off this way over toward the flower bed. And then the other sprinkler, so there's another sprinkler head right over there that meets up with this one and gets this area over here. So now the sprinkler is going to follow the edge of this flower bed's curve. See the curve of the flower bed going this way? The water is going to follow that curve, go right in there. So it gets up into that little spot there, follow the curve down in there. So this is cool. Right up to the corner, and then boom, we're dropping back because we don't want to just waste a bunch of this coming over this way. We just go right up to the corner and then come down here. And as you can see, the water's kind of just like barely splashing onto the sidewalk. This is called play mode. This is how you edit the shape of the sprinkler. In normal mode, it goes slower than that, and the water kind of like varies more as it's going. So it'll get a little bit probably onto the sidewalk more than that, but then comes right up to this corner. Oh, I need to at that spot move it over just like one click. But then anyway, follows the edge of the sidewalk all the way down here, like so. And I think you get the point. Follows the sidewalk all the way down to that corner, and then follow the sidewalk all the way around, go out that way, and repeat. And boom. That is the coolest right there. This is the weirdest shape, the weirdest spot of my lawn. So that's why I choose to show you right here, is because it's got the most unique curves and hard edges and places where this technology really shines, because it's only watering the grass and I'm not wasting a bunch of water on the concrete. It's splashing right up there on the edge and just shows you this is like, it's just fantastic. This is the type of technology that dads gather around and look at. And I literally have like showed my uncle, showed my dad, showed people, other dads, whatever, my father-in-law. They come to my lawn and I show them how this works, just do this play mode right here. And they're like in awe and just shocked at how the technology works and how a sprinkler can do that. Pretty good, how are you? Don't worry, it's not gonna get you wet because it's programmed to only hit the grass, see? See?
That's wild. Dude, that's wild, man.
Yeah.
That's super cool. So is it GPS driven?
So I go through and on my app, like I set points. And so I go out here and I say like shoot to there, make it a straight line to there, and then like all of it. So it'll go like follow the edge of the flower bed and then fall short right there at that edge and follow it all the way along. Like this is play mode. So it goes like, or faster, I guess. The normal one goes like, kind of varies a little bit more and goes slower, but this is just to show like the actual outline of where you've got it programmed.
Hey, take it easy.
Yeah, you guys have a good one. So if you saw my series on the install of the Irrigreen sprinkler system, then you already know this, but it's one trench through the middle of your yard. So I dug a trench, we cut out the sod, we dug the trench, laid the pipe, did it all myself, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Whereas a normal sprinkler system, those sprinkler heads go all the way around the outside of the yard and they spray in a circle and they have to overlap. So this is really timely actually. I was just on Facebook, one of these lawn care Facebook groups, not gonna call the guy out because I have no clue if he wants to be called out or whatever, but this guy posted asking questions saying, hey, I put a bunch of those little measuring cups, those little rain gauge cups out in my lawn, different places, and ran the sprinkler system. And I'm seeing that I'm only getting like ½ an inch some places, I'm getting 1 inch in some places, I'm getting 1.5 inches in other places. Why isn't it even, and how's that supposed to work, whatever. So all the comments, people were saying, make sure you have sprinkler head to sprinkler head coverage, because that's the best sprinkler systems have been able to do up to this point. And you're spraying water in a circle, it's impossible for it to be the same everywhere. And Irrigreen has it on their website. They show you like the flower pattern of overlap that happens with normal sprinkler systems. And then of course with an Irrigreen sprinkler, it sprays evenly. You get the exact amount of water that you program it to spray on the exact space that you want it to spray on. So there's no overwatering or underwatering or missing spots. It's the same every time. So with that efficiency comes saving money, and they've got calculations on their website. I'll put all the links in the description so you can go to their website and you can check it out. But they've got the calculations on there, and you can map out your own lawn, and it will show you how much water you will save, how much money you will save. I guess obviously calculations are based on averages, but it saves water because you are not having to overwater those places where only 1 or 2 sprinkler heads are hitting. to get the right amount of water on every single part of your lawn. You're getting the exact amount of water, and it's just much more efficient. Efficiency is the big thing. That's what they advertise like crazy. Efficiency, and it makes a lot of sense, right? And I don't think I have to explain this to you. I think you get it. Like, you see the technology working, and it just goes, oh, that makes so much sense, because that's what I thought. I saw it, and I was like, this is fantastic. You know, why didn't I think of that? Or why didn't somebody think of that sooner? And it just makes so much sense. It's intuitive just watching it spray around the yard. The system is also very smart. So the system tracks your local weather, and it knows if it rained, and you can tell it how much water you want to put out, but it knows that if it rained, and if it rained the right amount the day before, or if it's gonna rain tomorrow, it's not gonna go on the regular cycle, and it's not gonna run in your normal sprinkler pattern because, hey, you've got rain, so you don't need it. And that's super awesome. That's something that every single sprinkler system should have. Irrigreen definitely does. But yeah, I was talking about before the one trench, one pipe system, and you can imagine that saves a lot of pipe, and that's way fewer sprinkler heads, so way fewer things to break, way fewer pipe to burst or freeze or whatever. Just so much simpler. Like I said, the whole system just makes so much sense once you really think about it, but it's one pipe through the yard, all in a line, so they just all go daisy chain together with the cable and the pipe all being in one trench. Which made it so much simpler. Like, literally, I did it by myself, and I don't think there's any way I could do a normal sprinkler system by myself. I know people do it, but I'm not that handy. So I feel like if I can do the Irrigreen install, I think anybody can do it. But yeah, just to kind of wrap it up, I mean, way less pipe, way less work, way fewer sprinkler heads, and then using way less water. It just seems like a no-brainer. It's one of those things, this isn't an impulse buy. Irrigreen's not something, or a sprinkler system in general is not something you just buy on a whim. You kind of have to be in the right stage and ready for it or whatever. So whenever you're ready for your next sprinkler system, you gotta look into Irrigreen. Again, I'll put this stuff down in the description. You can go look at it. They have videos on their website that are super cool and probably much more informative than this one. So make sure to check it out. But thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys later.